to be able to transform the world. First of all, I would like to thank the Candid Foundation for this fabulous opportunity to talk to you this evening. What I will talk about this evening is myself, my work, and I will try to connect the dots. Long time ago, I was living my life without being able to understand the meaning behind. I was sometimes frustrated, I was not happy, and I was also feeling myself estranged, even being in my community. Until the moment I made a big discovery for myself, and it was a turning point in my life. Two persons actually helped me in getting where I am today. The first person is Francesco Varela, the late Professor Francesco Varela, who shaped my ideas in my PhD. Francesco Varela was the scientific advisor to the Dalai Lama. And the second person who was very instrumental in changing my life is an independent thinker. His name is Werner Erhard. And with Werner, actually, I discovered that leadership could be your natural self-expression. So, what was this discovery in my life? Actually, I discovered that I am my word, and life is made up of moments that we call the present. What does it mean? So, actually, the word is built in language, is made in language. And the way how I was using words and terms, it was in an unreflective way. I was not able to see the meaning behind the words I was using. Or more precisely, I was not able to see the misrecognized limits behind these terms. What we commonly call sense of reality. What does it mean? It means actually that the way how I was relating to the world was conceptual. I was not living in the world of experience. So when I started feeling that life is in the present, and life, or you can shape your future only in the present, when you do something, even when you remember yourself in the past, when you were doing something, it was in a moment called the present. And everything you do is going to change your life. It will shape your life. It will change your life. I remember always Vladimir Jankelevich. He was explaining this in his book, which is called Le je ne sais quoi ou le presque rien. This small, little thing that could change everything in your life. Then I started feeling a kind of anxiety. What if I'm not present in that moment? This means that actually you start behaving in a different way in the world. You start feeling yourself more when you think what you think you are. And you start building your future not based on the theories or the prejudices you have, but you build your future in the present, in the world of experience. Something that I was not doing in the conceptual world, where things come without saying and go without saying. Then I started feeling that I'm I'm giving a being and action for something bigger than myself. I started feeling responsibility towards others. I started feeling that I need to listen to others. Why should I listen to others? It's not to reply. And it's not to confirm what I already know. I need to listen, another type of listening. It's a new type of listening that will help me understand the fundamental concerns of people I'm dealing with, because this is the only way to enhance workability. It is in the backdrop of this personal transformation that I started working in the Science and Innovation Park at UAE University. So UAE University is the first and oldest university in the UAE, which was founded along with the Union in 1976. The university today would like to be the bridge between tradition and innovation, to help grow minds and to foster tolerance and inclusion. These are the values that we need today for a new quality of growth. I'm not talking about growth, it's a new quality of growth. So the Science and Innovation Park was established in 2015 as part of the alignment of the university strategy with the national agenda. And to help recover from the oil-based economy and to build a knowledge-based economy, as was stated by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. In 50 years, when we will load the last barrel of oil, we will celebrate that moment. The Science and Innovation Park also reflects the move towards an innovation economy. As it was also stated by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, the ruler of Dubai and the Prime Minister of the UAE, if you do not innovate, you become irrelevant in a heartbeat. So when we designed the Science and Innovation Park, it was to bring different stakeholders, researchers, students, businesses, to collaborate in a unique cluster for safe innovation. So we designed programs, we built what we call a global advisory panel composed of entrepreneurs and residents, and we provided them with an enabling environment and services so that they become innovation champions in the strategic areas of national priority. This evening, I would like to talk about one of the special programs we designed in the Science and Innovation Park, which is the Pavilion for the Millennials and Future Generations. The purpose of the pavilion is to build a new form of dialogue between nations through innovation and entrepreneurship, driven by the first global generation of hyper-connected leaders. The pavilion outcomes, actually, are going to be showcased in the Universal Exhibition in Dubai 2020. But what we would like to do is we don't want this pavilion to be a destination, actually. We are going to turn it into a permanent global hub for youth leadership and innovation as legacy of Dubai 2020. So, what we are trying to do with several partners, actually, and I'm happy to say that BMW Foundation is one of the partners working with us on this project, is to help build this new form of dialogue. And why is it important? Because actually, in this world, people do not talk to each other, do not listen to each other, and do not work with each other. So what we would like to do through the pavilion is to offer or to give the opportunity to entrepreneurs from the Arab world and from Europe. So that we offer them the opportunity to experience being their word and live the word of experience without having the prejudices and the stereotypes that we might have in the conceptual world, actually. We would like to give them the opportunity to discover for themselves the real challenges in the world and to be driven by facts, not artifacts, and to be able to transform the world. Finally, as stated by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, a country should not consider it for its size, but for the will of its people. And when I look at what I discovered for myself, being in the UAE, and mainly in the Science and Innovation Park, is to be used by these values and by this vision that is promoted by this country. And I feel myself that I'm part of this march towards re-establishing tolerance, dialogue, well-being, inclusiveness, and happiness. And I feel myself being cause in the matter, and I'm giving back, being my word, and I exist. Thank you.